Welcome to the Child Care Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Child Care Director's Chair.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Director's Chair podcast. It's your girl, Erica Sacoccio, and let me just say, today's episode is going to be a little bit more of a reflective one, which when I get deep, you guys really love it. So we're going to do that today. But before we do, I want to say shout out to my girl, Becca, shout out to New York, shout out to Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, Texas, Florida, California, Michigan. I don't know. You guys tune in every day. I love you so much. And I just wanted to say that. So let's get into it. Let me ask you something that might sit with you for a bit. When you walk through your classrooms, are you watching busy teachers or are you watching intentional teaching? You know, there's a big difference. And as directors, sometimes we stop noticing the difference because the day-to-day noise gets really loud. The staffing, the parent questions, the licensing, the behavior challenges, the emails, all of it. But underneath that noise lives the real work, helping educators understand how and why children learn the way they do. And instructional leadership isn't just about managing a program. It's about shaping what happens inside those rooms, inside your four walls, because we know what impacts outside those four walls later in life. Today, I want to slow us down and really look at what it means to support developmentally appropriate practices and inclusion curriculum, not as a checklist, but as a mindset, as a culture, as a commitment. You know, developmentally appropriate practices is the lens. Everything else is a camera. It's not curriculum. It's not a weekly theme. It's the lens through which every decision should be made. And the truth is, your teachers may be working hard, but still unsure of what DAP really looks like. That doesn't make them weak teachers. It makes them need strong leadership. And as directors, our role is to help educators see why certain experiences matter, why children need hands-on exploration, why the pacing of the day affects behavior, and why expecting a 4-year-old to sit for 20 minutes isn't realistic. And it's really unfair. And developmentally appropriate practices require us to be thoughtful, not just compliant, and a culture that starts with us. And inclusion is a value. It's not a strategy. When we say we're an inclusive program, we're making a promise, not just to the children with diverse needs, but to every family who walks through the door. Inclusion shows up in small moments, not the applause. A teacher modifying an activity so a child can participate, a classroom displaying books that reflect every skin tone, every family structure, every language, a teacher adjusting an environment because one child needs a quieter corner. None of that happens without leadership that supports it. And as directors, we have to ask ourselves, do my teachers feel equipped to include every child? Do they even know how? Have I given them the training, the modeling, and the space to practice? Because inclusion begins with our willingness to lead it. You know, yesterday I did an episode on coaching and modeling, and if you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend it. But one of the hardest truths in leadership is that telling someone what to do will not improve their practice. Showing them will. Teachers learn from modeling, not memos. Sit beside them during a small group. Narrate your thinking. Show them how to scaffold play, how to use open-ended questions, or how to redirect behavior without shutting down a child's spirit. Coaching isn't about fixing people. Gosh knows I know. I love my Wednesday coaching sessions with my girls, my trailblazers. It really is about building their confidence so that they can step into their role with clarity and pride. The question for us is, are we showing up in learning or are we just observing it? And do you have systems that keep everyone moving in the same direction? Because even the most passionate teacher cannot consistently deliver quality without structure. Passion alone burns out. Systems, clear planning, templates, observation tools, routines for reflection support curriculum alignment. They're what they keep the quality of your program steady, even when the days get messy. If your program feels inconsistent, it's not a staffing issue, it's a system issue. And instructional leaders build systems that make excellence feel possible, not overwhelming. And reflection is where real growth happens. And we know that. Reflective teaching isn't natural for everyone. And some people are afraid to admit what isn't working. Some don't even know where to start. And some think reflection means that they've failed. But reflection is actually how we get better. It's important to normalize it in your program. Ask questions that open doors and not just close them. Ask, what did you notice the children responded to today? What challenges are showing up more often? What do you feel most proud of? Or what support would make tomorrow easier? When reflection becomes part of the culture, the growth follows quietly, steadily, confidently. So, what are your next steps as a leader? Well, if this conversation is stirring something inside of you and you're thinking about your own leadership and the kind of program you want to build, I want to personally invite you to come join us at the Early Education Empowerment Conference happening on May 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Crown Plaza in Warwick, Rhode Island. The conference is about real, meaningful leadership and growth. No fluff, no generic training. You'll hear from 30 leaders that I handpicked from across the country. You're walking through a vibrant exhibitor hall filled with tools and resources. You'll experience after-hour events like our Paint and Bore, our ECE Hall of Fame awards. Oh, excuse me. I think I still got a little bit of that cold lingering. And the Educator's Wellness Day at Rafa Yoga. And yes, we'll have live podcasting recordings, book signings, because storytelling and our community matter. And if you want to elevate your instructional leadership, truly elevate it, then this is a room you want to be in. So visit childcaredirectorschair.com. There's a banner right at the top of the website. Click on there. You can secure your ticket. Invest in yourself. Invest in your team. Invest in the future of your program. Because leadership isn't about what you manage. It's about what you make possible. So that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in to the Child Care Directors Chair podcast. And as always, have an amazing day.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sakosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.